Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. It's a little bit different. Usually, I would be sitting on this very same couch with my laptop on my lap and typing my heart to you. Today, it's a video, which is a little bit more challenging, and I am nervous. You may think I'm not, but I am. This is my maybe third time that I'm trying to record, so please pray for me for the next time so it doesn't take us long. So welcome in the name of Yeshua. And my desire is that, we would be sitting here together in this room, just enjoying erev Shabbat meal, enjoying some singing, enjoying some sharing time, enjoying the presence of Yeshua among us. For, erev Shabbat, that's what it is. It's the families come together, friends come together, and it's time of joy. Pure time of joy. And Shabbat is pure time of joy. And, the clapping, the dancing, the tambourines going, it's just time stops. It really does. But can you believe that another week is gone? That we are in Shabbat? And that we are experiencing again His goodness. Again, He woke us up this morning to see another day. And we know that we get up in the morning because He wakes us up, right? And we know that we can't really see Him, but we see Him because we have faith. And faith is a beautiful gift. It's a gift from above, and as we read in James 1:17, every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father who made the heavenly lights. With Him, there is neither variation nor darkness caused by turning. God is the one that gives us gifts, and Shabbat is one of those gifts. Let us open that gift with humility, with appreciation, with thanksgiving, with praises, with honor for Him, because it really is, it's a delight. Shabbat, it's a delight. Shabbat is just, even though I live by myself and once in a while I will be here by myself, but I'm not by myself, if that makes sense. The Father has provided always company. Even when I was in Tijuana in Mexico, the first erev Shabbat, there was a Messianic family that we joined together, and we said the blessings. We had grape juice, we had flat bread. So it was beautiful. And then Daria joined us as well in a week. But let's go back to Shabbat Shalom, right? So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift. Shabbat, it's a beautiful gift. It really reminds us that we will one day Shabbat. We will rest. Everything will stop. And, for those of you who don't know, Shabbat is the only day that has a name in Hebrew calendar, right? Like all the other names, they're day 1, day 2, day 3, but Shabbat is named. Shabbat is named. So, we get busy here on Fridays. We cook for tonight and for tomorrow, just like it says in Exodus that they were to gather manna for 2 days on Friday, right? Every other day just for 1 day, otherwise it will spoil. But on Friday, they could go out and they could gather for 2 days. So today I was cooking for today and for tomorrow. But in Israel, when we went in 2006, Shabbat looks very different. Everything stops. Everything stops. On the streets, it's quiet. The hotels kind of quiet down as well. But the market on Friday, it's busy. And people are running and trying to get the best product. And So if you've been to Israel, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, then just imagine a busy place. Like, I guess before the holidays here, it gets busy here as well, right? But we are told by our Heavenly Father in Leviticus 26:2, keep my Shabbats, and revere my sanctuary. I am Adonai. So if we are grafted in, then we are to honor Shabbat as well, right? Just like for me, when I came from Poland, and I wanted to become Canadian citizen, I took on the Canadian citizenship, not the other way around, that Canadian people would be taking on Polish citizenship and I would be giving them the Polish citizenship. No, I took on Canadian citizenship, and the very first moment that we were able to apply, we did, and we are Canadian citizens. I am a Canadian citizen, and I am very thankful that the Father has chosen Canada as my home here on this earth, because that's where I met Yeshua. That's where I met him. Today is a very special day for me for more than one reason. One is because a year ago I had the big surgery on my colon and my liver, and thankfully it was successful. But during the surgery, they thought that they will lose me, and they had to resuscitate me. And but I do remember a man standing by my left-hand side, holding my hand, and I woke up and I knew I would be okay, but my vision was blurry, and as the vision was, I couldn't focus, and the enemy took advantage of that and started whispering, what's the point of praying? It's not working. Look, you can't see, and they were talking about stroke. You probably had a stroke, and blah blah blah. And then, I don't even know which moment it came. Jeremiah 29:11-12. For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you hope and a future. And as soon as the Father reminded me of that, and that is my life verse, that, when I pass away before Yeshua comes back, I want that on my grave, because that's what I live by today. So that's number one, because, I almost died, but I came back. And in 1997, I did die, and I was born again. The Bible is very clear that we must be born again. Nicodemus had a beautiful conversation with Yeshua about that. So we have to be born again. And for me, that was on July 12th, 1997. By God's mercy, I continue to grow, I continue to mature, and learn. And we know that the process of learning is not easy, right? It's not. And when we went to school, we had to learn math, spelling, grammar, all those things, right? Like the rules and regulations, So then, so I continue to grow in His ways, and I'm thankful for that. And this morning when I went on Facebook, two things caught my attention. One, there was this quote by Ernest Hemingway, we are all broken, that's how the light gets in. And how true is that? Who is not broken? Who has not been through something that has broke them, that has caused them to break, or doesn't have wounds, right? Has not been hurt. Many. I've talked to so many people, and a lot of people, they've been damaged, they've been broken, they've been hurt. But that's how light comes in. Because when we're broken, that's where we turn to Him, to Yeshua. And we say, Yeshua, help. We say, Father, please, in the name of Yeshua, help me. Help me. Do you know how many prayers like that I've said? Many. And every single one of them, He's answered. Every single one of them. So that's the first one that caught my attention, that we are all broken, and that's how the light comes in. And the other one is from my friend Beatka. I'm paraphrasing, that, going towards Yeshua, while I was going towards Yeshua, I didn't even notice that I started walking on water. How true is that? When we focus on Yeshua, when we focus on what He says, not what I say or what he or she says, no, what Yeshua says. That's where we really truly walking on water, because we will not sink, we will not doubt, we will continue to walk. And then as I was preparing for erev Shabbat, a good friend of mine, Emilia, she posted a song on my profile, and it's called Unyielding, and it's about a woman that is unyielding, and beautiful words. Too bad that they are not in English; they're in Polish. But it says, and I am not unyielding, not because of my own strength. No, it's because of Yeshua's strength. I'm still standing, praying. I'm still walking this earth for His glory. And as long as I will have a breath in my lungs, I will praise Him. But one of the chorus in the song is that every storm of life has brought in a new truth. And how true is that? Because, we don't go through one storm or two storms or three. It would be nice, but no, right? There's the financial, there's family, there is health, there is job. I mean, you name it, right? There's relationships with friends that are sometimes going not the way we would like it to go. So there's always something. The enemy doesn't rest, right? The enemy wants to disturb us and cause us to walk away because that's what he wants. He doesn't want us to walk with Yeshua, right? I mean, he if he could, he would have deceived Yeshua, but praise Adonai. No, right? And he attacked Yeshua when he was hungry, when he was done, the 40 days of fast, right? Not the first day, second, third, no, it was the end, when he was exhausted, right? So when we are exhausted, when we are tired, that's when it's easier for the enemy to get to us. So it's important we surround ourselves with good friends, that we can be honest with them. And, the English saying, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? That we will not be rejected no matter what. That we can be honest with them, that we don't have to wear masks, that we can be transparent, that we can be transparent. So that's the song, but also we all want to be close to Adonai, right? We all want to draw closer to Him, and we yearn for that. And we know the story of Peter. We know how Yeshua said to Peter, "Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded to sift you like wheat." Demanded. That's how he works. He demands. You see, love asks, but the enemy demands, right? Love God, He gives you, he says, okay, here, this, take it or not. But the enemy will drive you, right, until you give up and you take it. But the Father is not like that. The Father is He doesn't work by force. It says, it's not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, says Adonai. And we have to remember that. So when there's something that is pressing you, and it's, just a negative press on, it's not from the Father. It's not from the Father. The Father is still small voice, right? So we want to draw closer, yet we know that the enemy will do anything and everything to come between Adonai and us. And as I read, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded to sift you like wheat. Luke 22:31. What does it mean to be sifted like wheat? Well, I looked it up. Sifting involves violence, force, and when we look at it from human point of view, pain. The wheat is gathered and is loosened to separate the grain from chaff. When I am being sifted, I am loosened and then chaff comes out. Chaff meaning the negative aspect of my character, of my heart. Once it is loosened by force, by beating, it yields to the force and it separates. So by beating, it will separate, right? Once it's separated, wind is used. The wheat is thrown into the air, and with the wind, the chaff will fly away and the grain will fall. It is tough work. It takes time and it takes effort, but the outcome is beautiful. It is beautiful when I remain the grain and not the chaff. Yes, I believe we are all sifted. And when you look at the original language, Greek, when Yeshua is talking to Peter and when he says, Satan has demanded to sift you like a wheat, that you is plural. So it's plural. So Satan asked for all the disciples to be sifted, and since we too are his disciples, we too be sifted. We too will be sifted. May we remain grain. May we remain grain and not chaff. May we remain focused on him and him alone, so we will not be like chaff here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, let us put our hope in Adonai. Psalm 27:14 says, "Put your hope in Adonai, be strong, and let your heart take courage." Heart. You know, the last few emails I wrote a lot about heart, because it really is the heart. You know, if the heart is corrupted, if the heart is not right, if the heart is not completely soft, then it will harden. Then it will get harder and harder and harder, and then So, heart. You know, in Proverbs it says that we are to guard our hearts, right? For out of the heart comes life, right? Springs life. So, take care of this heart. Take care of the way you think. Take care of the way. What you feel, your emotions. Take it to the Father. Take it to the Father, because we can be deceived so easily, and it's hard. But with Him, it's possible. Go on your knees. I've done it many times where I was confused, and I went on my knees, and He straightened my path. So, but Shabbat. Yes, Shabbat is almost here. It's about 8 p.m. right now. My friends are on their way, so I better finish, huh? So Shabbat Shalom, and yes, I truly am. I truly am humbled to share my life with you. My thoughts and my dreams. Every week has some events where I see Yeshua at work, and what a blessing that is. As always, our Heavenly Father has watched over you. He's watched over me. And may He continue to watch over you and over me for the next week. And I will see you next Friday, God willing, next Friday for another erev Shabbat video. I love you dearly, and my desire is that our hearts get softened and softened and softened, that we will not hold anything in our hearts that puts a wedge between, God and I, but also my brother and sister and I. None of that. We cannot say that we love God but not love our brother and sister. So let's put the pride aside and let us continue to love one another, because love covers multitude of sins. We know that. And we know that Yeshua is love. So if He is love, and if I don't love, then is He in me? I believe He's knocking to all of our hearts to get more of our hearts. We all have given Him our hearts. Is it 100%? 80%? 99%? What is it? May Abba be merciful to you and to me, because He says that if we are merciful, He will be merciful to us. So let us extend mercy and let us enjoy Shabbat. So Shabbat Shalom from my heart to yours. And please, if you have any questions, any suggestions, if you would like to share something, I'd be more than happy to share with others what you're going through, how Adonai has come through for you. Because remember, faith comes by hearing, and we are to share our testimonies, because it is our testimony that speaks. Not what we say, but how our life is. Where is my life? So, enough. Shabbat Shalom. I love you. Bless you. Till next time. Shabbat Shalom.